Hello and welcome to another live session. Welcome and thank you for joining me for another live session. I am Jesse from Sweet Academy, helping you get to that next level in English and in life. So welcome to another live session. Today is Wednesday, April 11th. Happy April 11th. 2018. I am your host, as I said, and teacher, Jesse. And we're going to be here for the next 30 minutes or so, I'm guessing, to improve your English, to hear from you, to have you ask questions. I will answer questions. And today's theme, as you saw in the intro, we're going to be introducing ourselves. And maybe you're thinking, Jesse, introducing yourself? Seriously? That's very basic. Well, is it? Is it basic? Or can you always learn something new from something basic? That's what we're doing today. We're going to be learning something new. And let me just take you through the rundown of today's lesson, right? So today, we have our welcome, which is what I'm doing. Then I'm going to share with you my formal introduction and where I give some expressions, maybe new expressions to help your fluency. And then after that, I had a student send me an assignment. Remember, on our Facebook page, I sent you an assignment to do. Right? I sent you an assignment on my Facebook page at Jesse Teacher, right? Sweet Academy, well, facebook.com/Sweet Academy Jesse, and or Sweet Academy English, and I sent an assignment to ask you to introduce yourself. And the student did that. I'm going to be correcting her assignment in this lesson. And then after that, I have a special announcement. Do you want to learn? Do you want to have a free class? Do you need free English lessons? I'm going to offer these. I'm going to offer lessons every Monday at this same time. Offer lessons that you can study with me. The only catch is, well, you have to sign up. I'll send you a link. You have a link in the description box of this video. Don't click it now because it's just a sign-up list. But make sure you sign up on that email list and then go to your email box and confirm the email, right? And you'll also want to add me to your contacts because, you know, if you don't, we might get spam. I might go to your spam folder. Then you'll never know when I send you an email. So each week, I'm going to send an email of that week's lesson and sign up. So you can sign up for that week's lesson and do the homework assignment. Then we'll have a lesson and you can have a free lesson with me. The only catch is it's going to be recorded. So I'm going to record it and I'm going to use either parts of it or the whole thing on my YouTube channel to help everybody, right? To help you. Use other lessons to help you. Use your lessons to help others. And you see, we're all working together because like I say in my closing, do something nice for somebody before they can do it for you or someone who can't do it for you, right? Pay it forward. That's what that means. So that's what we're going to be working on today. And let's get into it. By the way, sorry, I almost forgot to share my social stuff. Don't forget to follow me and subscribe. We have Twitter, if that's your bag. Instagram, I'd like to build up my Instagram. If you could sign up and follow me on Instagram, that would be fantastic. Also on Facebook, Sweet Academy English or Sweet Academy Jesse. And subscribe here. Click that little subscribe button. Right? You have it down in the bottom right-hand corner. You can subscribe under the video. Do me a favor, subscribe, click the bell, and that way you can be notified whenever I do a new lesson. Okay, let's get into it. Let me see who's here, who's visiting, who is watching. By the way, if you're watching, just tell me hi so I know I'm not here alone and by myself. So, let's get going. Can you hear me, by the way? If you're watching. There we go. Okay, let's take a look at this. I have a worksheet that I have. If you don't know yet, then you can sign up and go to sweetacademy.com, and let me share with you what I have. Where is it? There it is. So if you go to sweetacademy.com, you'll see the information from today's lesson. So you have the live lessons here. I should change you to this screen. I'll get this eventually. So we have the live lessons. This is today, how to introduce yourself. It's for white belt and blue belt students. But if you're a purple belt or more advanced, then you are more than welcome to join me. But beginner, intermediate students, and the objective of this class will be to learn new vocabulary, practice expressions to become more fluent, and improve past simple and perfect present. Present perfect. You can find this at sweetacademy.com/live lessons. Then you'll see my model, which I'm going to read to you. And then I'm going to want you to give your model. Okay, so follow me as I read mine. Okay, hi, I'm Jesse Sweet. I'm originally from the U.S. You see, I have green with maybe new vocabulary, natural sounding vocabulary. Orange is natural sounding expressions, and blue is how I use the grammar that's in today's lesson, right? Note when I use present perfect and when I use past simple. Okay, here we go. Hi, I'm Jesse Sweet. I'm originally from the U.S. and I'm 38 years old. I was born and raised in Pennsylvania, but I've also lived in South Korea and currently live in Spain. I've been an English teacher since 2006, and I'm the founder of Sweet Academy. Let me talk about some of my interests. Of course, I love the creative process of creating videos, courses, and other ways to help people learn. Not only professionally, but this applies to parenting as well. It helps me think of fun ways to help my kids grow and learn. I enjoy the process of taking something from nothing to a finished product. Aside from video and course creation, I've also studied and trained various martial arts for most of my life. I started wrestling at 9 years old, and then I started Taekwondo when I was about 12 years old, and I trained Jiu-Jitsu until I became a black belt, and I started teaching. In my adult years, I started training kickboxing, Jiu-Jitsu, and I've even started practicing yoga. I love Jiu-Jitsu, which is a martial art that I would recommend to anybody, especially girls and women, for self-defense and confidence. Between fathering and working, I don't have much time for hobbies. I'm a husband and a father of 2 children. I have a daughter who is 2.5 years old and a son who is only 3 months old. I enjoy being a father more than I ever imagined I would. I can't really put into words how it feels, but it's wonderful. This is me. Now I'd like to hear about you. Tell me anything about yourself that you'd like. Tell me where you live, what you like to do, your family, friends, your dreams, anything you'd like to share, and I look forward to meeting you. And that's what I'd like you to do by the end of this. This is where I want you to do it, and you can send it to me on my Facebook page, right? Sweet Academy Jesse or Sweet Academy English. Send this here either in a message or on my wall, and I'll read it. I'll read it and send it back to you. Well, I'll read it and check it on Friday's class, right? So every Monday or Sunday or Monday, I send an assignment that week. You send it to me, and I will check it in this class, right? How's that sound? Does that sound good? Okay, let's take a look. I have right here, let's then take a look at some language that I used here, right? So, are you with me so far? Let's take a look at some vocabulary words. You can see the vocabulary words. It's in green, and they're down here. Originally, it's the first place you're from in this case. I'm originally from. That's a natural way that we say this, right? I'm originally from. I'm originally from the United States. I'm originally from Korea. I'm originally from the city, Philadelphia. I'm originally from Paris. I'm originally from, and then whatever, right? The founder of. I recommend learning expressions in learning vocabulary in groups, right? I don't just have founder, right? But the founder of. The founder of McDonald's, the founder of Apple. Steve Jobs is the founder of Apple, right? The founder of. Interest, and I should have actually written here to have interest, right? So let me talk about some of my interests. I have interest in, or some of my interest. It's a noun. And as well is another way to say to. And even. It's like extra information, right? It's like bonus information. I've even started practicing yoga. Right? These are some vocabulary words that will. And father here is a noun or a verb. Okay. Let's take a look at some fluency builders and expressions. These are ways like natural language. That's, if you haven't known yet, and in my trailer of the YouTube channel, I like to teach natural expressions. Not really book expressions or, I'm fine, thank you, and you, right? That's like English class expressions and vocabulary. They're okay for a very basic level, but we want to build your fluency. So that's why I'm looking at my natural expressions to teach you and to show you how we really speak, right? Are we still there? Good. So let's take a look at this. Some of the natural expressions that I used here. To be born and raised, like where you're from, where you had your childhood. I was born and raised in. To take something from blah, 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 from the starting point to the finish point, right? To take something from A to B, from home to the shop, from the shop to home, or from nothing to something, right? The creation process. That's how I used it. And by the way, if you need to go back and listen again, listen to my example again, and you can change the speed of the play a little slower to follow along. Now, this is very natural for speaking. Let's talk about, and you can even start here, you can put now in front of here. Now, let's talk about blah, 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 right? Aside from that, we have this, right? So these are natural expressions, and I'd like to share with you. This is a student's writing here, but below the student's writing is my writing. So this is everything that you're seeing. So aside from, and in front of all these, you can put like, now, let's talk about blah, blah, blah. You could do that too. Aside from, that's like another way we could say that. Besides blah, 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 right? Another thing, it all kind of means that, right? How about this? I don't have much time for. The use of much here is what I don't have much time for, right? I don't have a lot of time for blah, blah, blah. And then it would be like ing or noun, right? I don't have enough time, a lot of time for video games. I don't have enough time for playing video games. Or to verb, right? 2 years apart, and apart here is the thing that I want to highlight, right? 2 years apart. Like my sisters and I are 2 years apart. My sister's 2 years younger than me. We're 2 years apart, right? My other sister's 4 years younger than me. We're 4 years apart, right? So how many years apart are you and your brothers and sisters? And by the time, and as I said before, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's take a look at the grammar here. So we have past simple. This is a common mistake, right? So past simple, I started, and it's a specific time in the past. It started and finished, right? I started wrestling at 9 years old. We use started because start is a point in the past, right? It's just one action. You started it. I have done wrestling. I have done this. I have done that. I have taught. I have lived. That's duration. But start, you can only start at one time, right? Unless you start it again. But then once you start, that's the single action. Started is almost, I can't say almost always simple, but it's a safe bet to put started, a verb like started or finished, in a simple, right? In a simple tense. Remember that. Present perfect is for abstract things in the past, right? I've lived in South Korea. Now, according to this, when did I live in South Korea? Anybody? When did I live in South Korea? You don't know, right? You don't know when I lived in South Korea. That's what I mean by abstract things, abstract times, right? I lived in South Korea when, I don't know, sometime in the past. That's why I use present perfect. Also, something that starts in the past and continues. This is the classic time that we say it, right? I've trained and studied martial arts for most of my life, including now. So I started in the past. And I continued pretty much, with a few breaks, but I continued until now. So that's present perfect. That's when we use it. It's not started in the past. I started, that's present perfect, in '89, I guess. When I was 9, I started wrestling. But I have been since. If we use the word since, present perfect, right? In past simple. Or when I was, that's present past simple. And like we said, if we use for or since, it's present perfect, right? Because it's a duration of time. Well, for is present perfect. Since is past simple. No, I'm sorry. That's not true. For and since are present perfect. I've worked for 12 years. I've been an English teacher since 2006. 2006 is the start date. 2006 is the start date, but it's continued, right? So it's different if we use the word in, past simple. If we use the word since or for, present perfect, because it shows that duration of time, right? Since 2006 until now, for 12 years. Okay, now is your practice. I want you to practice, and you see it on the website. You see it on sweetacademy.com on the live lessons. You see this place, you can copy it, paste it, or I'll show you how you can get a PDF file of this. Let me show you me. I'll show you how you can get a PDF file of this just by joining and becoming a participating member of the Sweet Academy, right? Become a participating member and get access to all of our courses and all the PDFs and all of the materials, just for being a participating member for whatever it's worth to you. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to provide services that's valuable to you, that you can afford. That's what I do. I'll tell you how to do that later. But for now, let's go on and check the student's writing that she sent me in through Facebook, right? It's a Facebook student, and she sent me this. She sent me her writing, and we're going to check that now. I'm going to send her a message. Here we go. Let's take a look at it. And can you see this? I think you might not be able to see this very well. The stream health isn't that great. Oh my goodness. This is, how do I fix my stream health? Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I'll just tell you anyway, and we'll record this, and if I have to... Well, let me turn off my volume. Oh, this is a disaster. I can't do anything right. Okay. We're going to do this, and then if I have to repost it, then I'll repost it. But let's take a look at this. She said, let me actually... This is captivating, isn't it? Okay. I'm just recording this so I can post this in post-production later if I have to. So the first thing I do is I click review and track changes. This is how I correct your writing. If you send me writing to correct, that's how I do it. Okay, so she said, hello, my name is Tahani. I am 18 years old. I'm from Saudi Arabia. I live in Qasim. Okay, this is very common. I don't know why. We don't put a space after that, but we need a connector here. This is great. I love how you built, Tahani, I love how you built sentences together, compound sentences, but let's put in linkers and connectors. Hello, my name is Tahani. I'm 18 years old. I'm from Saudi Arabia. Let's add a connector here, and I'm from Saudi Arabia. You could actually say and again, but that kind of gets repetitive. My name is Tahani, I'm 18 years old, and I'm from Saudi Arabia. And I live in Queensum. Let's make that another sentence. This is very common. Let's check this now. My family has 7 people in it. You could say that. Let's put another option here. There are 7 people in my family. That's another option. That's probably a better option. I have 4 brothers, 1 sister, and me. I graduated from high school okay, months, that kind of makes sense, but we don't spell that. It's just put the S to make it plural. Months. And that's difficult to say, so let me write it here. Let me give you a trick on how to pronounce it. Months. Months. And kind of like put like a half of a T sound here, right? Months. 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 I graduated 4 months ago. I wish that I knew why my stream was so ugly. For Christ's sake. Months. I graduated from high school 4 months ago. Months. I'm going to study at college. I will specialize in English language and translation. Very nice. I'm going to, and I will specialize. Excellent, Tahani. Very nice. Very nice. I like this. I'm going to study. That's future. And I will. That's a different future. I will be translated from English to Arabic. Okay. Not I will be. This is the mistake. I will be translated. This means that like you will be translated, but you are doing the translating, I'm guessing. I will translate. And I will translate what? I will translate documents. I will translate books. I will translate articles. I will translate speeches, whatever, right? From English to Arabic. Very nice. I like to learn new languages. I know some Turkish from series and movies, but I didn't deep in grammar or writing. What do you mean here? Maybe you mean I didn't go deep in grammar or writing. Maybe that. But I will when I master. Okay, this is the future. We don't want the past tense, right? When I master English. And let's just say improve my English. I think to open an institute for teaching English by fun and ease. Okay. This is not correct, but I like what you're saying here. So let's think of different ways to say I think. So you could either say, I want to open, or another way, and you're doing it right now. You're in the process of thinking right now. So I'm thinking to open an institute for teaching English. By fun, and ease is a noun. Yeah, you could say ease, but easy ways. And, or we would say with ease, with fun and ease. You could say that too. The thing is, fun, it can be a noun. Fun is, here's why I changed it. Because fun is typically used as an adjective, right? We can have fun, obviously. Like, that's a noun. But typically something is fun. We use it as an adjective. So it sounds a little weird with fun and by fun and ease. You could say with fun and ease. That's good. You could say that, but I don't like teaching, and let me show you myself now. I don't like teaching things that you can do, but it's not very natural, right? I like teaching things that are natural, that will really help you boost your English and get to the next level. And with fun and ease, we could say that it sounds a little like an advertisement. It doesn't sound very natural. That's why I'm changing that and correcting that. Because I don't like to teach it. If I have to say, yeah, we do say that, then I prefer to teach you the better way. Does that sound right? Does that sound good? Okay, so looking back at Tahani's, so well done. I want to say well done on this. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for, you did a great job, Tahani. Thank you for doing this. Now, remember, you can take a look at this, and especially Tahani in particular, use these expressions, and let me go back. Let me turn this recorder off. Okay, I want you to, I'm fine. I apologize for the quality. I want you to go to Swede Academy. Well, then let me take this off then. You can go to Swede Academy and use the expressions, the new expressions, born and raised in. I like bringing something from nothing to something else. All of these new expressions and vocabulary, you can do this again and put these new expressions in to sound a little more fluent and to practice these new expressions. It's not enough to know the expressions. You want to use them and practice them, don't you? Isn't that what we want to do? So anyway, thank you for joining me. Thank you for I apologize for this awful quality. I don't know what to say. I don't know why it's such bad streaming health. I'm going to have to check my internet speed. This is terrible. It's unacceptable. Nobody's probably watching anymore. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. Remember, do something nice for somebody before they can do it for you. Pay it forward. Be good or be good at it. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Peace. I'm out.